See, no, sis. Based on what
she
you
and
see.
I wrong.
Okay,
I didn't. Fatima don't know that, but Crystal know that.
Let me finish. Let me finish. All right.
No.
Zach has been through a lot in his life. Told him he wasn't gonna be shit his whole life. Mm-hmm. Told him he was just like his father. Didn't come visit him or anything when he was in jail. His mom really just pretty much abandoned him. So he has abandonment issues. When it comes to women, he has a thing about himself where once a woman starts to talk down to him, the person he sees first is his mom. Mm-hmm. And then once he gets to the point where he sees his mom, it's a wrap. All respect is gone. And once that respect is gone, he starts to treat the woman like he would treat his mom, which is disrespectfully. So where I think Karen and Zach went wrong was their communication.
Yeah.
You know, Karen also grew up without a dad. Her mom, as y'all saw, raised her to be a very strong, independent woman. Her defense mechanism at times was to speak down on Zach. Mm-hmm. So, for example, remember when Zach was speaking to Danny about his dreams?
Yes.
And Danny was like, well, what about your barbershop dreams when you said you wanted to cut hair? And I said, well, I told Karen what I wanted to do. And she said, well, you're not doing that in my shop. You're going to find somewhere else to do it. I think that's the main difference between Karen and Fatima. Mm-hmm. Karen was like, I know you live here, but if you're going to figure it out on your own. You're not doing it on my time. Whereas Fatima was like, you can do it, Zach. Anything Zach said.
You can do it.
And I think that's the main difference between the two women.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? The main difference is you both were hurt. Because as we see now, Fatima was hurt. Karen was hurt. But the way Karen was dealing with her hurt when it came to Zach was she was very, very angry.
Absolutely.
You know, and disrespectful to him at times. And it got to a point where they lost respect for each other. So
yeah. Toxic.
You know, it's extremely toxic. Yeah. Extremely toxic.
But I think a friend of mine, we talked about it, how our past shape who we are and how we react to certain things, and which is why therapy is very important. Not to get too deep.
Absolutely.
But we bring a lot of things that we have been through into new relationships, and a lot of times I ask myself, is this a red flag, or was that just, or you know what I'm saying, or am I bringing in past things and projecting that onto the other person?
Right.
You know,
that's true.
Because you have to. It's hard to decipher. Like, oh, that's something I've seen in the past. X, no, you got to go.
True.
You know,
true.
Or am I bringing in the things someone else has done to me because you did something small that reminded me of that?
It's funny you say that. There's something I learned, right? Also dealing with. Well, we had a therapist on our podcast, and she said nobody can make you feel a way about anything. It's just things happen and you feel a way based on stuff that's happened in the past.
Yeah.
So for Zach, for example, Zach can't say Karen made me feel this way. The same way
I allowed
you know what I'm saying,
to make me feel this way. Yeah.
Exactly. The same way Fatima can't now say Zach is making me feel a certain way. I had to learn how to let that go and move on, and that's what Fatima's gonna have to do.
She's gonna have to.
That's just a little bit of backstory about where our characters are, and why y'all haven't seen us just rush together and just be perfect harmony, because that's not even real.
That's not realistic.
Like, if we're gonna be honest, no two people come together within 2 days, fall in love, and it's just bliss. You know, this back and forth happens. You know what I'm saying?
That don't happen. Listen, I don't know.
I mean, I've been married 11 years, and the first couple months, me and Kay got together, it was a whole back and forth. I want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. I think I love you. I don't really know you, but I want to be with you. That happens. It happens. So give it time. Let it fester. Let it build. You know what I'm saying? I see some people here saying they love me. I love y'all too.
They saying they love me. They ain't saying they love you.
That said Crystal. No, that says
Zach.
They
love us.
That says Zach.
We love y'all too.
So look, no, we want to actually give you guys some time to ask some questions. So throw your questions down there, and we're gonna try to answer them to the best of our ability. I see that now. Can we get praise Mr. Perry for bringing these two? I'm obsessed. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Perry for bringing us together. TP.
We love you, T.
TP. Yes. It says, Fatima, you're so damn hot with that body of yours. Yo, my mans. Jose, I see you.
Thank you.
You see me? She is fine, right? Yeah, but she all mine. All right? Oh, man, are you going to tell Fatima about the money? Let's see. Should I tell Fatima about the money?
Should he?
Should I? Because let's be real.
Should.
Once again, last night, Fatima talking about something. This is what we doing. We fucking. That's what we doing. We fucking. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to do all of this. But now, that I got some money, I see a bunch of y'all saying you should tell Fatima about the money. How much should Zach be giving if he keeps getting
Fatima
cut
has
down?
given a lot though, and like don't forget about everything she done done.
Zach is giving a lot too.
A lot of.
Yeah, we seen in the last episode. Yes, Zach is giving it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Fatima paying bail, getting you out of jail.
technically you didn't pay. You borrowed. You used the favor. You used the favor, so you ain't even use no money.
People.
You know people, so you didn't even use no money.
Tyler Perry got you out of jail.
Tyler Perry got me out of jail. The thing is though, Zach is on this thing where he's trying to pay people back.
You are. I love that.
He is.
I love that.
Zach tried to pay Fatima back when he was going to leave the first time, but she said no, take the money. He paid Karen back, but we'll see.
That's how the girl Fatima is. She's like, keep your money.
You don't want my money? You don't want my money?
I do want your money. But
yeah, I know. You see,
but you just getting it, so I'm letting you keep it for now. And then when you really get it, then I need that money.
Why do women be fronting? Y'all just say what you feel. Say what you feel. See,
somebody said
don't say nothing. You saw it, right? Somebody said don't say nothing till you know the
exactly.
status of your relationship. That's what I'm talking about.
That's real.
That is real. That's what people got to wait a little
bit.
That
I get locked up again.
Don't wish that on Zach. Don't wish that on Zach, man. Zach out here in these streets. At least I can afford a lawyer this time.
Amen.
At least I can afford a lawyer. Mm-hmm. So I got a question. Give us a little bit more about your character's backstory, so that people can understand when they're watching the show. Because that's one thing about the show, we don't get a chance to see the backstory, so we don't understand why people are making decisions. Tell us a little bit about your backstory, so people can watch tonight and say, "Oh, I know why she's doing that." Yeah.
So like Tyler, he gives us the freedom to create our own backstory, so we find our motivations for different situations. But Fatima comes from a very powerful family in the drug business.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is why I'm attracted. I've been around guys, that are in and out of jail all my life.
So you were never intimidated by that?
Never intimidated by the fact that, which is a part of the reason why I'm going to law school, is because I wanted to be able to help my family if they were ever in any situation legally. So when I met you in jail, I'm like, oh, that don't bother me.
So that's just you're a street girl.
Yeah,
so you're
which is why you're pulling guns out on people. Ready to fight people.
That's why you don't look down on
choosing
Zach.
Violence. No, I don't look down on Zach at all. Yeah, because I see my father in you.
Ooh.
I see a lot of my father in you. Yeah.
See, that's an interesting dynamic. A woman who's a part of a family who's been in any type of crime or organized crime understands that prison is a part of that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So whereas some women may look at that as like, he's been in and out of jail. Fatima's just like, oh, that's part of it. Let's find a way to move past it.
Yes,
that's important.
Exactly,
that's important.
And we're not in it now. That's where our money came.
That's where your money came from. Okay.
Which is why Fatima has a very nice house. People are like, how she got that? Because yeah,
that makes sense. That makes
money
sense.
in the family.
That makes sense. I like
so that. That's a story I gave myself to make sense and to really figure out where all these parts of Fatima comes from.
Well, I mean, it does make sense because if you think about her fighting the girls in the parking lot, her pulling out a gun, it's like, why would she, if she's in law school, this pressing woman be doing that? You know what I'm saying?
And she's from Philly, that's
true. She is.
Philly is a whole
Zach
war
is from
zone.
Brooklyn, so it's East Coast. East Coast.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Somebody said I thought you was Medea's niece.
Hey, the way I be holding that pistol in my purse. You never know.
Oh my gosh. Somebody said, what's Zach's backstory? Well, I gave y'all a little bit about Zach's backstory. Zach comes from a past where it was him and his mom. Him and his mom grew up together in Brooklyn, and y'all hear one of my kids calling me. But he grew up in a time where his mom was looking for love in all the wrong places. And Zach was a hindrance to her because Zach reminded her of the man that she thought she was going to be with. And he ended up doing her dirty. So when she looked at Zach, all she saw was the guy that did her dirty. So she constantly told Zach, you ain't going to be nothing. You just like your father. And Zach had to grow up hearing that not only from, and we discussed this in season 2, not only from his mom, his aunts, his grandmother.
Yes.
So that's what when he thinks about women, that's all he hears is negativity. So meeting Fatima is the first time in his life that, and you'll hear this in the rest of season 3. This is the first time in his life he's ever had a woman speak positively into him. That's why he's falling so hard. That's why when you look at Zach, people just like, Zach is a womanizer. Why would he be falling into Fatima? That's why.
Yeah.
She speaks something different into him. So, you know, that's their backstories. You do that.
I do that.
You do that. So let me see. What questions y'all have for us? We want to know.
Somebody said, how do our characters relate to our real lives? Like,
wow. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's funny because I've noticed that after we shoot, art starts to imitate life. I'll start seeing things that Tyler has written in the script happening in my life, and I'm like, whoa, this is real Fatima-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost kind of scary, but yeah.
For me, I think Zach reminds me of that point in my life when I retired from the NFL and I came back to Brooklyn and I was trying to figure out what was next for devale, because devale was trying to get into TV film but didn't know how to do it. The same way Zach got out of prison and was trying to figure out, how am I going to make money? devale was trying to figure out, how is he going to get to that upper echelon of actors? And there's no blueprint to getting into TV film. So at times you feel lost. At times you feel like, you know, you take 2 steps forward, it's 4 steps back. You know, you have an audition that goes well, you don't hear anything back. Then you get depressed. You start to project all of your insecurities on the woman that you're dating, who at the time was my wife. And we had issues within our relationships that had nothing to do with her, but had everything to do with all the things I was going through at the time. So in that way, Zach kind of reminds me of devale. Yeah.
Wow. So
let's see, what other questions y'all got? How much percentage is improv? Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a lot.
Not a lot. It's some, but not a lot. It just depends on the scene.
Depends on the scene.
Sometimes he lets us riff.
Yeah, sometimes he lets us go when there's comedic aspects. He kind of lets us do our thing with.
And then
comedy.
sometimes he'll like give us. He'll see certain things happening in the scene.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, wait, say this, say that.
Yeah.
And he'll start spitting stuff at us.
And then once he starts that, just say this, say that. That's when he kind of lets the two of us do what we do.
Yeah.
But our chemistry has been great in part because Crystal is a freaking workaholic, a lot like me. Like the football background in me, I always want to go over scenes. I always want to read. And having a scene partner that wants to do the same thing. Yeah. She and I we used to spend hours during camp quarantine.
And even before we even got to set, we
spent hours every day.
We would a lot like an hour or two a day.
Every day.
To study.
2 hours to study, yeah.
Yeah, and then as soon as we're wrapping, we're back to studying for the next day. And like, remember that day?
Yo, y'all want to hear a funny story? I'm gonna tell you.
Exhausted.
Funny story.
Oh my gosh.
So the way we shoot depending upon location. And it just so happens that the law firm was first. So Crystal had been shooting early for like 3 days in a row. Yeah. Then there was some mid scenes where I did some stuff at the airport. I did some stuff at the hair salon. But the last week and the last 2 days was at Fatima's apartment. So we're getting to these last 2 days, right? And I know she's tired. I can tell she's tired. And I'm starting to get into my rhythm because now I'm getting into it. So we get done shooting at 9. We go eat dinner from 9 to 10:30. By 11, we get back to the dorms, and I'm like, all right, let's run these lines. And I think we had something like 50 scenes.
It was crazy.
It was something ridiculous. It was 50 pages, not scenes. We had like 50 pages. So I'm running through the scenes, right? And we're, the way we start is we just read through all of the lines first. And when I get to her part, it just get quiet.
Oh, here.
And I'm like, hey.
I'm up.
So we in there till about 1:30 a.m. and she said, D, I don't got it, bro. I gotta go to sleep. I'm so sorry.
I had to get my sleep.
She looked like she was about to cry. She was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hate not being on point.
I was like, don't worry, I got this. So I spent all night memorizing my lines and her lines so that if I got there, I could feed her the lines when we got there.
That's a real friend.
Let me tell you, when we got to hair and makeup that morning, I was prepared to, have to go in there and feed her the line. She was just like, no, I got up an hour early. I got it. We sat down with that piece of paper, and it was like, boom, boom, boom.
And I was in my room doing that.
You was doing your makeup?
Like,
I was like, how
did you do that?
Your process. Sometimes your partner's process is different than yours, but when y'all work together like that, we was just, and we knocked that shit out too.
I work better under pressure.
You do. You do.
I do.
You do.
You do. I don't know what it is.
We got it done. We got it done. Oh, I like this question. Why do you think Fatima apologized to Karen so much?
That's a good question. I think part of that is because she is my boss's best friend. I really don't want any bad blood between. Take a drink. I don't want any bad blood between the two of us. For the sake of my boss, I love Andy. We're building a beautiful relationship, and I don't want any issues. But let's see how long that lasts.
Can I interject? I'm only interjecting as Zach. The sister circle don't apologize to nobody. The reason why I say that is because Karen got me arrested for something I didn't do.
And did.
Nobody apologized to me. Andy blamed me for stuff that I didn't do. Nobody apologized to me. See what I'm saying? Why you gotta apologize to the sister circle, huh?
No, that's just...
First thing I'm gonna say, when the next season, you God willing, we get a season number 4, I'm gonna talk to TP. I'm gonna say if Crystal or if Fatima's gonna be Zach girl, Fatima ain't apologizing to nobody. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Period.
Shit done. See, over. Nobody.
Let's see what they talking about. BT said they love Fatima. We love BT.
We do love BT. We love you, BT. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, somebody said, Zach, now can you get your own plates? All I'm going to say is, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You got to watch it, what? Live.
Tonight at 9 o'clock.
Only on BET.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Zach may just show up there, you know what I'm saying, with a new spot, you know? Sitting up here with my baby, you know what I'm saying? This is the new Zach. I hope y'all ready for this new Zach.
They gonna get on you. They gonna tell me how you be crossing your legs.
This gonna be Zach. Zach gonna show up to the hair salon like this.
Yo, let me get a lineup.
No, he gonna be like, hey Karen, guess what? I own this. You work for me now. This Zach hair salon.
Oh gosh.
Could you imagine if Zach bought Karen a hair salon?
Oh my gosh. He better not.
Tyler.
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
I think we have one more episode before the mid-season finale. If I'm
because this episode 10. We got
to be
episode
11. Yeah. So next week is the mid-season finale.
Son, boy, this shit hot. Like I don't know how y'all be wearing this.
Because don't nobody wear it around their neck.
I can't be bougie no more. I can't be bougie. I'm tired of being bougie.
We wear it around our head.
This ain't even mine. This is Kay's. She gonna be mad. You not getting no.
She's getting sweat all on it.
You no hair grease on her joint.
You better not do that. That's a Fendi.
I'm gonna blame you. That's what I do. I always blame you.
Somebody said buy her salon.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy Karen salon.
We love you guys too.
Somebody said I'm starting to look like Hayden. No, I'm not. I do not look like Hayden. Hayden don't got no lineup. If you ever struggle about which one is Zach and which one's Hayden, look at the lineup. Black Al.
Look at the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said season 4 is please. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Faux.
Somebody said Zach got that money acting brand new. Damn right. You ain't never been locked up and not have nothing and then have $787,000? That's a lot. That's a come up.
Yeah.
That is a huge come up.
That's a lot of money. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
So, Fatima, can you answer why was you mad when he left with you? When
he left with me.
Who left with you? I wonder who left with you? Who left with you?
Nobody left with me.
Nobody left with you?
I'm like, who left with you?
I'm really trying to think.
Philly, stand up. North. What part of Philly you from?
John.
North Philly?
Philly, what up?
Then Jones?
What up, them Jones? My family's from Philly. Shout out my cousin Portia. Yes, Philly in the building.
Fatima, are you single?
Look at the smile. Look at the smile. Look at the smile.
Is there?
Yeah, she's single. She's single. Single and ready to mingle. But I'm going to tell you right now, though, in all honesty, anybody coming to check for Crystal going to have to deal with me. Purr. And I got 3 boys.
Purr.
We a gang.
They a real gang.
We checking anybody.
Pull up.
Because it's family right here. Better come correct. Gotta deal with me.
Brooklyn in the house.
Somebody said, is Zach gonna be still called Zach? Why is Zach messy? Zach is not messy. They keep saying Zach is messy. Has Zach been messy?
No,
I don't think Zach has been
messy.
messy. No.
So that time you, Karen,
That wasn't messy.
in the closet.
It was closure. It was closure. Aren't we allowed closure in a relationship? Yo, you with somebody 3 years. Aren't you allowed to have that one last like period at the end? Can't you just do that one last period? You could do that, right? Or am I wrong for that? I'm wrong for that? I think
You had just did me. And then you even did her.
technically. But there was some time in between, and I didn't expect to do it on that in that moment.
In
the
that
moment
day, on the
was
same
there.
day.
Yeah.
I mean, you said some time isn't like a few hours.
Yeah, it's a few hours. It's a few hours. Zach took a shower.
Did you what? Okay, good.
Zach took a shower. He took a shower. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And this is another thing I want to bring up. I did not expect y'all to ever meet.
That's true.
Zach did not know that Fatima even knew Karen. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they say?
What?
What happens in the dark shall what? Come to the light.
Nah, it's not fair. It's not fair.
God don't play about me. He gonna let me know. He said, baby, in real life too.
He did let you know. I was in that supermarket like, God, of all the places.
All the people.
Wow, I gotta run into all four of y'all right here with her.
Right.
And we had just got to a good place.
We did.
Then she kicked me out.
We was in the grocery store laughing and shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave you some. Was that? I just gave you the money.
Sidebar: this is non-alcoholic. This is on the Palmer.
Drink. Yeah, don't drink.
This is lemonade and iced tea. See?
If you do drink responsibly.
Yes, if you do drink responsibly. Don't drive.
Literally, not even 6 degrees. 3 degrees of separation for sure.
Really?
I definitely believe in 6 degrees of separation for sure.
Do y'all believe in that? Do y'all believe in 6 degrees? Well, listen. It is 8:31. We appreciate you guys. We do got to go because we got to get ready to watch the show at 9 o'clock on Twitter live. It's going to be a huge episode. We're going to see if Fatima and Zach end up together. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
And remember this. Zach is part of the money team now. So when you call me, baby, just know Zach is short for exactly what I thought was going on. All right? Yes.
Oh my God, we love you guys so much. We'll see you guys at 9 o'clock.
Let me get my scarf on. See y'all at 9 o'clock.
Sisters on BET, 9 o'clock, 8 Central. Love you guys.